40% of people have an MTHFR gene mutation that is a double mutation. 60% have a single. There are several other genetics surrounding methylation that you should be aware of as well, especially if you have MTHFR. And you want to know that because the basically buildup of homocysteine depletes vitamin D. It also makes it harder for you to convert vitamin D from the sun. So for instance, I'm part of the 60% that only has a single mutation at MTHFR C677. But I have a mutation at MTR, MTRR, and COMT as well. And then I also have a VDR gene mutation. So my ability to convert vitamin D from the sun is lower than some. And then I also have another gene mutation that makes it so that my vitamin D receptor sites are a little rusty. They need a lot of priming to make the key work, basically, that unlocks the receptor site. What's important to know is that MTHFR can be manipulated through your environment. So can MTR, MTRR, and COMT. You just have to be aware that they are there. And when you're thinking about what you want to do in terms of manipulating them, you also have to consider all the other things that you are doing. For instance, I did a video because somebody said, if you have high anxiety and high cortisol, just take ashwagandha, it will lower it. Well, with my genetics for methylation, ashwagandha actually gives me more anxiety, which raises my cortisol. Taking a methylated B vitamin and sometimes taking that in a higher dose in the beginning and then slowly lowering that dose until you feel like things are more stable can be helpful. But you may need a different methyl donor. And if you're taking something that is a methyl donor, you should not be taking glutathione because that pushes the pathway the wrong way, and that just makes a lot more stress on your body, which will then create more homocysteine, which then depletes vitamin D even further. One of the important things to remember is that you likely will do well with vitamin D supplementation. So even if you don't convert well from the sun, if you're doing the other things that support methylation, like a methylated B vitamin, SAMe, some other methyl donors, you will likely also then benefit from a vitamin D supplement. But regardless of what you decide to take, I would start everything as a liquid liposomal because you bypass the gut. If you hold it in your mouth for 90 seconds, you can start absorbing those vitamins in the mucosal lining of the mouth, and your gut doesn't become a factor because most people with an MTHFR variant that is a double have something else going on as well that also makes it so that their gut lining is not absorbing everything it should in the way that it should, and so supplements can actually take a lot longer to work. The way this shows up is I have people who will just start taking any supplement they can get their hands on, and after a month they're like, I didn't notice the difference, so I just stopped it. Whereas when I specifically say take this one that's liquid like a liposomal, they notice the difference within 2 to 3 weeks. And that can make a huge difference in allowing your body also some time to heal, because then you're getting what you need, absorbing it through the mucosal lining of your mouth, and changing your environment from an external source, but you're also changing it internally. So if you have a double mutation of MTHFR, whether it's the 1267 or 677, it doesn't matter. You can change your vitamin D status. Because I have people doing it all the time, and it's not that hard. But start with liquid liposomal of the methylated Bs, or SAM-E, whichever one is most appropriate for you. You can also alternate those. And also a liquid liposomal vitamin D. You'll be able to change your vitamin D status fairly easily that way.